Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 9, Book 93, number 636. Narrated by Al-Bara. I heard the Prophet reciting Surah at Tin Was Zaitan, by the fig and the olive, in the Isha prayer, and I have never heard anybody with a better voice or recitation than his. Volume 9, Book 93, number 637. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. The Prophet was hiding himself in Mecca and used to recite the Quran in a loud voice. When the pagans heard him, they would abuse the Quran and the one who brought it. So Allah said to his Prophet, "Neither say your prayer aloud, nor say it in a low tone." 17.110. Volume 9, Book 93, number 638. Narrated by Abdullah bin Abdur Rahman. That Abu Sa'id al-Khudri said to him, "I see that you like sheep and the desert, so when you are looking after your sheep or when you are in the desert and want to pronounce the adhan, raise your voice, for no jinn, human being or any other things hear the mueddin's voice but will be a witness for him on the day of resurrection." Abu Sa'id added, "I heard this from Allah's Apostle." Volume 9, Book 93, number 639. Narrated by Aisha. The Prophet used to recite the Quran with his head in my lap while I used to be in my periods, having menses. Volume 9, Book 93, number 640. Narrated by Umar bin al-Khattab. I heard Hisham bin Hakim reciting Surat al-Furqan during the lifetime of Allah's Apostle. I listened to his recitation and noticed that he was reciting in a way that Allah's Apostle had not taught me. I was about to jump over him while he was still in prayer, but I waited patiently, and when he finished his prayer, I put my sheet round his neck and pulled him, and said, "Who has taught you this surah which I have heard you reciting?" Hisham said, "Allah's Apostle taught it to me." I said, "You are telling a lie, for he taught it to me in a way different from the way you have recited it." Then I started leading, dragged him to Allah's Apostle and said to the Prophet, "I have heard this man reciting Surat al-Furqan in a way that you have not taught me." The Prophet said, "O Umar, release him. Recite, O Hisham." Hisham recited in the way I heard him reciting. Allah's Apostle said, "It was revealed like this." Then Allah's Apostle said, "Recite, O Umar." I recited in the way he had taught me, whereupon he said, "It was revealed like this," and added, "The Quran has been revealed to be recited in 7 different ways, so recite of it whichever is easy for you. See Hadith number 514, Volume 6. Volume 9, Book 93, number 641. Narrated by Imran. I said, "O Allah's Apostle, why should a doer, people, try to do good deeds?" The Prophet said, "Everybody will find easy to do such deeds as will lead him to his destined place for which he has been created." Volume 9, Book 93, number 642. Narrated by Ali. While the Prophet was in a funeral procession, he took a stick and started scraping the earth with it and said, "There is none of you but has his place assigned either in hell or in paradise." They, the people, said, "Shall we not depend upon that?" and give up doing any deeds. He said, "Carry on doing good deeds, for everybody will find it easy to do such deeds as will lead him to his destined place for which he has been created." And then the Prophet recited the verse, "As for him who gives in charity and keeps his duty to Allah," 92.5. Volume 9, Book 93, number 643. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. I heard Allah's Apostle saying, before Allah created the creations, He wrote a book, wherein He has written, "My mercy has preceded my anger." And that book is written with Him over the throne. Volume 9, Book 93, number 644. Narrated by Zardam. There were good relations and brotherhood between this tribe of Jurm and the Ash'ariyan. Once, while we were sitting with Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, there was brought to him a meal which contained chicken meat, and there was sitting beside him a man from the tribe of Bani Taymullah who looked like one of the Mawali. Abu Musa invited the man to eat, but the man said, "I have seen chicken eating some dirty things, and I have taken an oath not to eat chicken." Abu Musa said to him, "Come along, let me tell you something in this regard. Once I went to the Prophet with a few men from Ash'ariyan and we asked him for mounts. The Prophet said, 'By Allah, I will not mount you on anything. Besides, I do not have anything to mount you on.' Then a few camels from the war booty were brought to the Prophet, and he asked about us, saying, 'Where are the group of Ash'ariyan?' So he ordered for 5 fat camels to be given to us, and then we set out. We said, 'What have we done?' Allah's Apostle took an oath that he would not give us anything to ride and that he had nothing for us to ride, yet he provided us with mounts. We made Allah's Apostle forget his oath. By Allah, we will never be successful. So we returned to him and reminded him of his oath. He said, 'I have not provided you with the mount, but Allah has done so. By Allah, I may take an oath to do something, but on finding something else which is better, I do that which is better and make the expiation for my oath.'" Volume 9, Book 93, number 645. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. The delegates of Abdul K came to Allah's Apostle and said, "The pagans of the tribe of Mudda intervene between you and us, therefore we cannot come to you except in the holy months. So please order us to do something good, religious deeds, by which we may enter paradise, by acting on them, and we may inform our people whom we have left behind to observe it." The Prophet said, "I order you to do 4 things and forbid you from 4 things. I order you to believe in Allah." Do you know what is meant by belief in Allah? It is to testify that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah, to offer prayers perfectly, to give zakat, and to give al-Khumus, 1/5 of the war booty, in Allah's cause. And I forbid you 4 things, i.e., do not drink alcoholic drinks, ad-dubba, and natchir, pitched water skins, az-zurif, al-muzaffat and al-hantam, names of utensils used for the preparation of alcoholic drinks. See Hadith number 50, Volume 1. Volume 9, Book 93, number 646. Narrated by Aisha. Allah's Apostle said, "The painter of these pictures will be punished on the day of resurrection, and it will be said to them, 'Make alive what you have created.'"
لا